Our second speaker, Doug Shepard, is an entrepreneur, business professional, and community leader. Over his 40 years professional career, Doug has established multiple businesses in such diverse industries. As a supporter of the community, he has been a volunteer and a leader in many different capacities. He is a father, a husband. By most people's measurement, Doug is a successful, well-balanced adult. And he thought so too. That is until he took up the game of golf. In his speech entitled, "Golf Has Made Me a Better Man," he will share with you how taking up this game is changing him in unexpected ways. Speaking 6 to 8 minutes, "Golf Has Made Me a Better Man," Mr. Doug Shepard.
There I was on the 7th hole of the Comanche course on the Comanche Golf Center. The Comanche Golf Center is a picturesque setting just outside of Amarillo, Texas. My wife and I go to Texas often for horse shows, and they just serve as little mini vacations for us. It was a gorgeous day, not too hot, with a slight breeze. The salt grass was swaying. The sun was setting, just like in a John Ford movie. It was gorgeous day. I had just hit my 4th shot on a par 4, and I was still 120 yards from the green. I watched as the ball dribbled a few feet in front of me. Yet again, and in utter frustration, I exploded. In a rage, I threw down the offending 3-wood as hard as I could towards the ground, and in a moment it broke. The head went to the west. The club hit me in the shoulder, and I'm standing there. The blow stunned me. I stood there assessing the damage to my equipment and my body, and that's when the humiliation hit me. What was I doing? Here I was on vacation, an ideal day, and there I was throwing a tantrum like a spoiled little child. What was golf doing to me? The day before, I had shot a 97 on another course there in Texas, and that was pretty good because that was the first time I'd broken 100. That's pretty good. I was feeling good. I was loving life. I was telling my wife, "Hey, this game of golf is great. I think I could really get good at this." But now I stood there with a broken club in my hand, and I wondered, why was I allowing this game to take me and put me in such a rage? In all my athletic pursuits, and all my business endeavors, in my personal interactions, I never became enraged and struck out like this before. What was this game that was reducing me to such base reaction? Oh, and by the way, the physical act of breaking a golf club is very easy. You should know. You simply raise it with this, with your dominant hand, and shouting some obscenity, you just throw it to the ground. Piece of cake, it works. The technique is sound. If your technique is sound, the shaft will break in half, and you'll have a deep satisfaction for about 2 seconds. The entire process, I learned over and over again, in my brief and torrid little affair with golf, is a cinch. That's easy. The hard part comes beforehand, when the endless procession of bad shots keeps gnawing at you and builds frustration time and time again, and then the white-hot rage rages within you to a degree that it just reaches a beautiful cathartic boiling point, and that pre-eruption stage will include the poison of hope, a warm chemical reaction that's spurred by the rare but addicting accident of a perfectly struck ball. Always remember that. But then, pay no attention to this fleeting optimism, because in golf, the brightest hour is just before it goes completely dark. These flashes of confidence will only add to the fact and the fuel of the anger when it comes rushing back. The hardest part then comes even after, when you have excruciating humiliation and shame, and you're standing there with your buddies, and you're apologizing, and they're all looking at you like, and you know, they all have low handicaps, and they're perfectly sound human beings. And there you are in an awkward silence. Nonetheless, I had my moments. There were times of perfect poetry at golf, and I became really good at divorcing myself from my ego on occasion. And then there was the days I could feel the soul align in the quiet aspects of this game. And on the rare morning when I maintained this Zen-like feeling that I'd go out and the entire round worked out. And then it was opposed to the shame and the humiliation that accompanied so many of my rounds. But I did get better. There was joy, and oh, the hope. But I had to ask myself why, the very next day after shooting 100, I had lost my mind. I did not know why I was reacting, and I had to decide. Successful people tell the truth to themselves about themselves, so I had to decide, what is it about this emotional roller coaster? Am I going to stay on this emotional roller coaster, or should I just give up? It's an option. You can give up golf if you want to. So they say. I'm not sure. But they can. Then I realized the best thing for golf, about golf, is exactly what I hated about golf. It was laying me bare. Golf made me confront the things that I need to change about some aspects in my life. Who knew? It may sound melodramatic, or maybe even over the top. It may sound self-absorbed, but it's true. Because golf makes me look at myself, it makes me a better man. Golf